Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you a behind the scenes look of what's going on the layout, what the layout looks like, the problems that I encounter doing reviews, pretty much everything you can think of in terms of just a behind the scenes look. Plus we're going to show you some weathered structure, and I'm going to show you some weathered rolling stock. So let's go ahead and get started by picking up the camera and showing you what's behind the scenes. So the first thing that sticks out is the lighting. I've done some lighting improvements. As you can see here, I've got this light box, just replaced the bulbs. And this light box, let's see here, if you look behind, it's mounted to the ceiling now, so it makes it easier and it's nice and brighter for me to do things down here. So as you see, the layout is absolutely in a state of craziness. We'll just start on this end down here. Got auto racks laying everywhere because we've got these new articulated auto racks from Atlas that we're taking a look at. They're really nice, by the way. Just show you guys real quickly that these things are real nice. They're heavy. They got metal wheels, articulated centers. They are nice underbody detail. See, you can do a 2-minute review. Got the Atlas couplers, separately applied grab. But these things are nice. And of course very prototypical to have an auto rack sitting on top of a roundhouse there. This is the roundhouse area right now, complete destruction as well. Brass passenger cars sitting around, hanging over the edge. It's just ridiculous. I really need to work on this. So down here we have a new little spider visitor that established a web at some point overnight because I was just down here yesterday. Got the pull tester, got the KD coupler height gauge. You guys notice all these tank cars? I picked up all 24 the scale trains tank cars of the white and blacks, and then several of the black ones going all the way down here. So I've got them everywhere. You see some Milwaukee Road stuff on when we did the 261 review. I had to pull out the Milwaukee Road cars. A lot of auto racks on here for run by. Scale trains boxes everywhere. So that's kind of a behind the scenes look. All these boxes, this is a good indication of what goes into a review, because people, you know, they see this little brown guy or big brown guy on their computers or tablets or smartphones or smart TVs, and they're like, this guy, you know, he just cranking out review after review, and they don't really think about the time it takes. But man, I do a review, I gotta find the support cars to do the run by at the end of the video. That takes time. All these are Walthers boxes with all the support cars from the Broadway Limited run by, and I have to pick the support cars. I've got a stock upstairs and stock downstairs, but you know, a lot of people want to see the stock. I don't have it all in one area, so I can't show it all, but I have to sort through all this stuff and find the cars, or go upstairs and sort through all this stuff, or back there's more shelves. Go through there and find the stuff to run with these reviews. All of this takes time. So here's the rivet counters. We'll be doing this review shortly. I don't even know if trying to think how the video sequence goes. It may be before this video or after, I don't know. So check this out. Highly detailed model. This is by Ron Perry. I'll put a link to his YouTube page below. This guy does excellent structure weathering. This is a mill in the plan. There's all the components here. Plan is to put this mill Oh, sorry, one more component. You get the water thingy here, separate little deal. But anyway, that's going to go back here in this back corner. And I've got static grass from Scenic Express and all kinds of stuff to do that back scene up as the double main line curves around, because it's a very, very plain scene. So right now I basically have the bridge scene right there, got the car shop scene, I've got this scene, and I've got the fall scene, which I took the backdrop down. But I'm trying to make more scenes, you know, on the layout, more detailed scenes. So all that obviously requires time, and when the videos are taking a lot of your time, and they do take a lot of time, it's very hard. Other thing I want to show you, a little plug for another YouTuber talking about weathering, is Weathering Depot Models by Twiggy BNSF. That's the YouTube username. So he does a great job. These are the, try to get out of the shadows here. These are some of the pieces he does. He hand paints the reflective striping, does great weathering. As you can see, if I walk over here, the new light really helps pop the details and stuff, but he does a nice job weathering because he's very, very affordable. I don't remember his exact prices, but the guy is very, very affordable, and he even put these kits together. These are AccuRail kits. Put them together for me. So put them together, weathered them, sent them back. Cheap date, cheap bill. So that's pretty cool. Just wanted to give a shout out to that guy because he does good work. As you can see, I've got a lot of cleanup to do, but I have more reviews to film. Got the Atlas Auto racks that will probably just be previewed in this video, but I've got some other Atlas stuff I've got to do reviews on later this summer, and just a lot of stuff, a lot of mess right now. And for most of you guys that know, I mean, layouts are usually always messes, but mine are messes because of filming, and then I clean everything up. Like, I'm filming probably 5 reviews today and tomorrow, all day, both days, and then I'm going to just box everything up and get the layout back the way I like it, and then put something on there to run for my own personal pleasure, because I do run stuff. Got that windmill there that works, by the way, if you haven't seen that. But you know, people see my display cases and they're like, oh, do you ever run stuff? Yeah, I run the stuff all the time. I'm just not going to make a video of it every time. So reducing the videos to 3 or 4 a month is helpful to keep things where I'm able to have fun in the hobby and not just have to film. But I do still have fun. I have a lot of fun and a lot of passion for this hobby. It's great. Scale-Trains boxes everywhere. As I kind of set up this super long consist to review and run. Obviously I pulled a lot of these out of the box, but I've left a couple in the box for unboxing that are upstairs again. I need to bring downstairs, but the review on those will be soon, if it's not going to be before this. I don't know how my review or my video timing's working right now. So I'm going to go ahead and set this back down. I wanted to show you guys a behind the scenes look and see how things are there. So we're kind of back to, oh, there you go, back to kind of the view you get from when I do my videos and stuff. So pretty cool to be able to take some time to show you guys behind the scenes and whatnot. A lot of people ask me, you know, about my passion for this hobby. Like I said, I absolutely love it. If I had just unlimited resources, time, money, etc., I would have bigger HO scale layout, obviously, but also a G scale in the garden. I would have an N scale somewhere. I would have an O scale somewhere. I love trains in general, have since I was a kid, and this is fun for me to be able to bring this stuff for you to see in both reviews and videos. One thing I would like for everybody to keep in mind is just it takes time. It takes a lot of time. I realize I'm dangerously close to a spider right now and I'm not paying attention, but it takes a lot of time, and I don't want anybody to think that these videos just happen in minutes, because getting the support cars out for the run-bys, filming, editing, etc., it takes time. Luckily, I don't take a lot of cuts to my videos. People think I have a teleprompter over here or something, because sometimes I'll space off and look over here and not look at the camera. I don't have any teleprompter or anything, but I don't have a lot of cuts just because I can express myself fairly well. So, and you don't want me expressing myself. Okay, that's Ghostbusters quote there. But anyway, long story short, I love the hobby. I love bringing stuff to you guys. I hope you enjoyed seeing the behind the scenes look. I have water coming out of my ear from a shower, and it's kind of fun to share the passion with you guys of this hobby and show you guys what it entails, and actually show you guys without cleaning up the layout what it looks like sometimes because of all the reviews flying around. So we'll be backing off of that. We'll be mixing in good stuff, more how-tos, videos like this, kind of just showing you guys that I'm a human being too, to mix that into the reviews every once in a while. There'll still be, 3 or 4 reviews sometimes in a row, but we'll get some stuff mixed in there. And then we have trips coming up this summer as well, which I usually do a trip or 2 a year to show you guys different things out of the layout. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed the behind the scenes look of my layout, but we're not quite done. Got a little more business to attend to. People ask me, where do I get my motivation to do these videos? As you saw, it is no daydream. It's nothing beautiful. It's not rainbows and unicorns all the time. There's a lot of work that's involved in these videos. So people ask me, where do I get my motivation, or do I even have motivation for trains after just doing these videos over and over again? And I'll give you 2 answers. One, when I was a kid, I liked trains and kind of hibernated on it for years until my cousin got me back into it. So there is a passion for trains. With unlimited money, time, and space, I would probably have a G-scale layout and an O-scale layout and several different layouts, including a larger and more detailed HO scale layout. But as you know, resources are limited in multiple ways. Time mostly for me, money somewhat for me, A lot of people think I'm just loaded, but fact is everybody has a limit on what they can spend. And space, this is a utility room where we're doing this. But the other motivation, other than the interest, and I have a lot of interest, if I could, like I said, I could afford to, have time to, have space to, I'd have all the scales probably. But letters like these, and I'm going to cover up the return address, but I don't know how many of you guys know, but I have a P.O. box that I put publicly out there so people can write to me, and occasionally I get these letters from young folks, mostly, and some older folks. But this one's from a young guy named Bryce. He says in the letter he's 9 years old, and I'll read some of this letter to you. So first of all, just so you can see, by the way, Bryce is from California, but we're not going to show addresses. You can see he drew me a 4014 there. Big boy. Says, here's a little side note. I am 9 years old and have been collecting trains since I was 3. My favorite one so far is the Bachmann SP Daylight. So that's a little side note. And then his main body says, hi James, my name is Bryce. I'm your #1 fan. I watched every single video you've uploaded ever since I found out about it on your channel. Also, I've been watching your Bachmann Paramarquette video over and over again for quite some time. That's because I'm mostly interested in steam trains, and that's the locomotive I want for this year's Christmas. The next thing is in your newest Big Boy video. In the very beginning, you picked up the box and said it seemed super heavy. Was it really that hard to carry? Well, Bryce, the Big Boy is not hard to carry. It's a little awkward. It's heavy, but it's not super heavy. But I'm also a full-size adult guy that, can pick up somewhat heavier stuff. So overall, I'd say a little awkward just in weight, but not heavy. But he says, yeah, so maybe if you could put me in a video like Andrew, that would totally make my life. He'd totally make his life. Or you could write me back. My address is in the top left corner of the page. Bye. Well, Bryce, I put you in the video. I hope I made your life. But for the other viewers out there, this is my other motivation. Bringing young people into the hobby, showing them that things are interesting, the sights, the sounds, the operation of the locomotives I review, not operations in terms of layout operations, but just moving it back and forth, running it around with a consist. I still have a lot of fun with that. I'm a big kid. I have not gotten into operations yet, or industries on the layout to pick up and drop off, but I have a lot of fun running it on this big L-shaped layout. And I think a lot of kids do too. And to the more important point, we have to replace ourselves at some point if we want the hobby to continue. So I'm only in my 30s. I hope I'm not going anywhere, early 30s at that. I hope I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. But, each generation does have to bring more interest into the hobby if they want the hobby to thrive. If any generation drops that torch and doesn't carry that on, the hobby can suffer big time. So I don't think the hobby is where it was in the 50s, but I don't think it's dying either. And I think that as long as we continue to put videos out like this and show people that it's accessible, the prices, things like that, where to buy things at good prices, etc., then you're going to be able to keep the hobby going. And that's as important as the interest of the young kids, and it's as important as my passion to do what I do for you guys. So hopefully this is a behind the scenes look and a little kind of heartfelt explanation of why I do what I do. I did not start the channel, expect the channel to turn anything, but once I started reviews, and I was one of the very first on YouTube to do reviews, possibly the first to do HO scale reviews, I felt that it was a badge of honor that I needed to carry and continue to do reviews and process requests. And even though we're slowing down and I'm taking less requests, so I'm only taking certain requests once they get so much emphasis, and some of the lesser requests I won't be able to meet as I slow my video roll down, I'm still doing what I can to get the products out to you guys. And we'll do videos like this occasionally to break up the monotony, so it's not just reviews, it's not just how-tos. But overall, I hope you guys enjoy this. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for taking a behind-the-scenes look with me, and we'll see you next time right here on my channel. Take care.